do that. Ugh.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Technical difficulties, but welcome to Dragon of Icespire Peak. Here today, we're just counting down the seconds until we get Laura back. But until then, let's get some announcements. We got our friends of Nord Games. Go to nordgamesllc.com/3.html. That's our affiliate link. And if you help them out, you help us out, and you can help yourself out to 20% savings when you use coupon code Chaotic20. Another friend of the show, Andrea of the Burbs with the Birds of Paradise Dice. You got the titular Birds of Paradise, you got the Arizona Pickly Pears, you got that Magpie. They got a whole plethora of things and a word I can't even pronounce. So check out birdsofparadise.com. Lovely, lovely dice. And if you use coupon code Chaotic, you're going to get yourself 15% off. Another friend of the show, D&D Beyond, the official online tool set of Dungeons and Dragons. Makes it a lot easier to do the role playing and the combat when you don't have to take your mind and do the papers and the pens and the math, because it does it for you. Where they even have an online beta dice roller for whenever you cast spells or attack. You just click a button, it does all the math for you. Boom, da bam, they're trying to cut out Roll20. Am I right? What? Not gonna say that because we love Roll20 and we're still using those. But yes, Dungeons and Dragons, that's what we're playing. But check out D&D Beyond. Very, very helpful apparatus. Those are our friends, but you can help us out, friends, by going to patreon.com/questsandchaos. You support us there, you help support the show, and y'all, we are slowly moving into the studio. We will likely be in studio second week of July, celebrating the beginning of Nat 1 Arc 2. Yeah. And Chaos Agents will slowly be coming in after that on Tuesdays. So help us out. Go to patreon.com/questsandchaos. You can help our players out by donating cards, of which 2 of our fantastic patrons already have for the month of May. Y'all get to use these throughout the month of May, created from the Deck of Inspiration, made by our very own Thomas Cook. They are donated to you by Sim Ogre and Duke Fleeg. 3 cards, all of them the same, Change of Fate, which essentially gives you advantage on the roll, unless you roll a 1. We keep that shit because we like our natural ones. Yeah. So check out patreon.com/questionchaos. You can also help us out here on Twitch if you're watching live by donating bits, of which Slyly Tove has already donated 1,000 bits to the players. That gives you 2 inspiration. Every 500 bits equals 1 inspiration. Use 1 inspiration, you get to add D6 to your roll. And if you use 2 inspiration, you get to pull 2 cards from the Deck of Inspiration and choose 1 of your liking that will be used for the end, till the end of the game. Yes, yes, yes. So I think that's it in terms of announcements. I went super fast. I got that shit done in 4 minutes. Damn.
And here we were trying to vamp so we could give Laura more time to get here. My goodness.
I know, right? But I feel like a message from the Zoom has presented an opportunity for more vamping. Tiana, what is on the horizon?
Well, day after tomorrow, episode 4 of the Redacted Reports is going to be hitting the open world. It's going to be lovely. Yeah, we're digging into some really fun stuff. The last episode ended on a very literal cliffhanger, and there were people who were rather annoyed with me about that. So sorry. It'll get resolved in this next one, probably. It's a lot of fun. Redacted is going well. We took yesterday off from recording because it was our handler's birthday weekend, and he was off celebrating and having fun and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I think I vamped enough, right? And hopefully provided enough audio for Thomas to tell me whether or not the audio is any good.
Well, I have yet to hear the voice of Thomas in my ear. So, yeah. Sorry, just typing some message really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shut the front door.
Be careful.
Oh, the back door, Mike.
Nick, stop.
But I just remember what happened last time.
Yeah, you got
Got it
an
out
arrow
for
in your
you.
back, a bolt in your back. Well, yes. Oh God, I went super fast. Now I don't know if I should vamp for the next 10 to 15 minutes because Laura
Yeah.
says she'll be back in the next 10 to 15 minutes.
That's great. We could do that. Vamp it. Vamp.
Oh, the Hefner. Oh, wait, excuse me. The Hefner gives 1,000 bits.
Ooh.
1 to the players and 1 to me. Also, Duke Fleet. Okay, I can't even do this.
How many bits? Was it 1, 2? Was it 3 bits?
Oh gosh, I
bits.
can't even.
Three
math.
bits.
6? 7.
How many bits can we do?
Bleh, bleh.
Thomas is over it.
Okay, just start if you join. This is a quick space. Copy that. So Duke Fleet gives another 1,000 bits to the players. That equals 2 inspiration to y'all. So that should
Thank
be
you.
5 to y'all. 2,500. 500 from Slightly to from the Hefner, 1,000 from Slightly Tove, and 1,000 from Duke Fleet.
Speaking of the Hefner, though, we missed a very important day on the Discord, and I apologize deeply. May 1st is the Hefner's Day.
What? Yay!
Oh,
My gosh, so many Tauruses up in this.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, love it.
Well, I mean,
Whew, just dodged that horrible April month.
hey now.
We love an April month.
It was actually really funny because we were doing a recording for Redacted Reports and realized that everyone except Ben had an April birthday.
Oh wow.
wow.
Person currently involved in the Redacted Reports except Ben has an April birthday. Actually, yeah, Joseph included.
Dang.
Hefner, what did you do for your birthday? I'm vamping, but I also really do want to know.
Actually, I don't think it's his birthday. For some reason, we just decided that May 1st was Hef Day, and I don't remember what the reason was behind it. But it's been 2 years now. I
Well,
forget.
what did you do for Hef Day? What did everyone do for Hef Day? He said, "Not my birthday." Got it.
Sorry, Hef. Sorry for the confusion. Yeah, I don't remember why we decided that May 1st was Hef Day, but we did.
It's May Day, May Day. Oh.
Clever. So the Hefner watched protests. Cool. Andrea of the Burbs waited for a baby.
We've all been waiting for baby. You notice that I am still in the closet that is not in my home. I was able to extend my time here in Arizona, the lovely too fucking hot state, to wait for Herb to arrive.
What's the weather over there right now?
Currently about 92, clear, hot.
Well, at least it's a dry heat. Am I right?
Our person say that, I'm going to punch someone.
Let's see. So that Hefner said it started. So I guess Hef Day started because of the WoW video with outdoor activities.
I feel like that's supposed to jog my memory, and it's not. I'm sorry, Hef.
Wow.
I'm going to blame the fact that I've been in 92-degree heat for several hours, and then I took a nap because nope.
Andrea says it's redacted weather. Duke Fleeg did a fresh reinstall of Windows 10. Ooh. And Goblin Tech is saying it's 85 as they speak. Oh, dang.
5 now, Drew, but it was 92 when we were in the car with no AC.
Down the windows to get that hot wind against you.
At least it's a
Hmm.
dry wind.
hmm
Oh,
No,
I don't want
seriously,
to
it
talk
makes
about
a-
dry winds. Nope, nope, no, no. That.
It makes a difference, though. Like, really?
Well, I guess a wet wind would be worse.
I'll take dry heat over wet heat any day of the week.
I mean, that's true. I would prefer the dry heat over the humidity. However, I'm from Alaska.
Yeah,
I-
all heat.
Live in the Bay Area. There's a reason for these two things.
Curse are sometimes uncomfortably cool mornings.
Those are lovely.
I gotta say, the Bay weather is my favorite weather. Well, I'll say Pacific Northwest is my favorite weather.
Seattle.
Shout out to our Seattle peeps.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
man, I enjoyed New Jersey when I lived there. I did. I was really little at the time, but I enjoyed it there because you could be there in the sun and it'd be raining over on your friend's property. So
Hey,
cool.
Welcome to Jersey. Well,
no.
okay.
Skies.
I think I can
Yeah.
vamp a bit in the announcements, and by then, I get the feeling Laura will join us.
Cool.
I have a feeling. But before I get into that, any other announcements with y'all folks? Anybody got any fun things on the horizon?
I do nothing.
Understood. 500 bits
Ooh.
from
4?
Moose 2271.
Oh.
All
He doesn't need the help, but thank you for the bits.
Yeah,
But
Thank you
thank
for
you.
that.
Jack and Soliana will need the help, all right? We've established my ally characters are ass.
Your allied characters can't roll to hit even when they have advantage.
Aww. Yeah, we
least
feel
it-
so sad.
At least you didn't bring a one-armed dwarf to the fight this time.
No, he saves that for were-rats.
Winton will be
Yeah.
here just for you. He just went exploring for some reason.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
real chunky on that.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
okay.
let's
Let's just go. Let's go.
just jump
Just go.
Let's just jump into it.
Yeah.
Into tonight's episode, or if you're watching this or listening to this some other time, in this time period, episode of Dragon of Icespire Peak. Insert theme music there. Last time, our heroes, the Argent Sword, were looking for the lost city of Irithimble. Treacherous traps they encountered, many of which almost did not kill them. For the ingenuity of the Argent Sword kept many of them alive, save Geki, rest in peace. After such traps, they were introduced to the wide vistas of Irithimble, a gnomish city built on innovation within this massive cavern complex. Aside from the fact that spell plague still remained, biting, eating the weave as it fluttered on by, as it undulated through the air. The financier for this adventure, Jack, very much the zealous man, took a head start into Irithimble as our heroes had to track him down and make sure he did not kill himself. Or, kill himself. And as they walk through these gnomish city, the exterior portion more of a residential area, small houses ranging from 6 to 7 feet in height. Passing by every now and then, Inqua suggested to Haldir that they track, use some of their techniques from when they were younger, when hunting wild game, to spread out, as they did Winley. Oh no, Darjan noticed, and then they dared Winley to go poke it with a stick, a fuzzy little ball sticking in an alleyway, whose neck cracked, pale face, wide grin, dark, soulless eyes, and for a brief moment a flash of the Dalen's Winley's home appeared before her eyes, before she shook her head and the creature was like and disappeared off into the city. They talked about this odd creature, only for them to realize Haldir had been missing for some time. Seems he also was victim of these interesting creatures. They were able to scare it away. Haldir, still alive. Pretty darn close. Trolls from Willow. But scare it away. Haldir, still alive, though greatly injured, as the creature had attempted to burrow into his tum-tum and eat his intestines. 5 of them decided to stay back with Haldir, or 4 of them stayed with Haldir, making it a party of 5, while Isolt decided to go on the escort mission of taking Jack and Soliana into the center of the city, where a massive spell plague blaze resided. And there, rounding a corner, after going past many buildings, of which they start to grow in height, giving more of a merchant sense, a meeting place for other folk, aside from the shorter gnomes. They meet the town square, in which the center of laid a ancient golden dragon, still feeding, if you will, a massive blaze of spell plague atop it. They began to explore. They found a shop which had a lot of knickknacks, tinkerings, and inventions within that Jack just started to throw into his bag of holding. And as they explored more and more through this house/home/store, they found a desk with a very peculiar blade and a picture of one Fibblestib and Dabbledob, all the way from episode 4, the 2 gnomes in Gnomengard. The discovery was short-lived, as Soliana had been captured by another one of these weird creatures. Luckily, no burrowing into her tum-tum. However, that one creature let out a deathly scream, and as Tim and Winley heard it, they decided to go and check in on Isolt and group, only for them to be flanked by even more creatures, seemingly the screech being a call for help. Now we find those 2 in the top floor of a building with these creatures banging on the door, 5 of them. Isolt in the town square, attempting to charge into said building to help her compatriots. And on the other side, with Haldir in a nice, quaint little park on a bench, surrounded by mushrooms and other interesting mechanical large toys, such as swings and a carousel. Inqua, Darjan watch over Haldir, and if it weren't for such disturbing creatures, would be a quaint park. However, it was short-lived. As you can see on Twitch, we all just became super jumbled. We'll give you a hot set.
No, put us back. Put us
back in. Put me back in my box.
Well, tell me what box I'm in, and I'll just play that character tonight.
Hi, Laura. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Are we all dead yet?
No, I haven't finished the recap because I'm vamping very, very long.
Good job. I believed in you, James.
At first, I was like, I did it in 4 minutes, and then I saw your message, and then I was like, time to draw it out. Oh, we're all ready. And so in this part.
Wow.
So Thomas, now that we have all 5 of them here, I might think of switching between maps, by the way. Woof. So, yeah, in this park, watching over Haldir, Inqua all of a sudden feels a sharp pain in his back. As Darjan, you see a bolt enter his body and electricity jolt through, freezing and locking up his body. And that's where we began our story. Winley and Tim behind the door. Creatures gnashing and clawing at the wood. Isolt charging in to save them, and Inqua and Darjan being assaulted by a familiar person, likely from also way back in Nomengard. Factory. And let us begin. I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Boy.
All of us?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Lots of smash cuts in this episode.
Oh, wow. That is hot garbage for a lot of these.
Good.
Good. Good.
That didn't roll super either.
And okay. Then I need Jack and Soliana. Ooh, wow. Okay, Soliana.
Of course.
Gotta try to show off a little bit after getting her ass saved.
Mhm. Okay, and then Jack, where's Jackie? Jackie, my boy. Okay, 25 to 20.
20.
Is that a Julie?
It's a DJ.
Darjan at 20. 20 to 15.
17.
Winley also got 17.
Who has the higher dex?
I would guess Isolt.
I have a 13, so I wouldn't put too much of a.
I have a 12.
Oh,
Okay. Nice. All right. 15 to 10.
10.
10. And what did you get, Inqua?
9.
9. Okay. This is good. This is good. Cause oh, this is gonna be interesting. Lots of smash cuts. So let's go to the other map.
this is gonna be a popular YouTube video.
All right. So we are here
Ooh.
Oh, look at that spell plague.
in the town center.
Ooh.
Isolt, you see them running into that southern building there. And Soliana is up first. Who looks at you? Is he? We go.
Yes.
At which point Soliana begins to make her move. Darjan, you are on deck, which I will get you over to. She's going to stay over here and ready a kniff. A dagger. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I'm wondering if... Well, too late. I should have done that. Oh, well.
As long as it's not a throwing kniff.
Oh boy, this is gonna get interesting really quickly.
Yep. Meanwhile, Darjan, you are in this park and you see Inqua just seize up.
Now, I don't see where it comes from or anything.
No, you do not.
Okay. I have a sending stone.
Okay.
And I am going to call this assault, we're under attack.
May I respond?
Yeah.
Yeah, so are we.
Oh, crap. Okay.
It take?
What? I said, oh, crap. Okay.
Cool. Now,
So I, God, I can't do any magic, but okay. I have my crossbow out and I'm looking. I'm going to try to see if I can find anybody. I'm looking
all right.
hard.
Perception check, please.
Perception. Oh man, I'm so freaked out. I suck. 8.
8. You just seeing the bowl and the fact that also Istolt's on attacked on the other end. You're trying to frantically look and you just don't see anything at the moment.
But I'm ready.
Okay, next up, Isolt with Winley on deck.
All right. Say, can I have map, please? Thank you. I cannot control my token at the moment.
Uno momento, por favor.
Yeah.
Boom. Save setting. Do you have control?
I do. All right. I am going to double time it to the build. Well, so where are the creatures in relation to me? Did they just go inside the building?
The creatures have already gone upstairs to the second floor where Tim and you can see at the very bottom of the map there, 5 of them. All that art provided by Nick in the hour before.
Brilliantly done, Nick.
Hey,
Yes.
zoom in on that. I want to see his stuff.
You can see the bigger ones in our chat.
Oh.
They
Can we
are.
share those with people? Can we? How would we get those out to the peoples?
Oh, we can post that quite easily to the other chat.
Okay.
I don't like the smiles. Ew.
I love the smiles.
No, I mean, it looks. No, you did a great job. It looks terrifying, is what I.
Oh,
mean.
there's one that's worse, but it's just like a study for it.
It does totally
Oh.
look Nosferatu to me, man.
Yeah,
Anyway, go
very
ahead.
that. Very that.
All right. So, Isolt, what are you up to?
5'8", but that's not important. Sorry. I'm going to use my move and my action to get into the building and run up the stairs after them.
Okay. So, move and so that
Move.
would get you 12.
That would get me to 12
Yeah.
about there-ish.
So we'll say
Whatever equivalent that is, because I don't have a good 3D understanding of what's going on in here.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that wooden floor is like the second floor, if you will, of said house.
House.
I could. Can you move or no?
Yes, I can move. But, is that the spot where I can be?
Yes. So you bust through the door and you can see like the tail end of one of them charging up the stairs.
And I mean, I can't do anything about it at the moment, but just like shout after them in just like the worst insults in Draconic, because it's great growling language for it.
Mm-hmm. As they start to scurry upwards. Let's see. Next is Winley.
So I'm currently by the window. So do you think I would have seen Isolt?
Yes, you would have seen Isolt charging in through the bottom and into the door below.
Okay. Winley, for now, is going to...
Oh, jump.
No. So remind me, last session, had we successfully moved any of the furniture in front of the door?
You had moved the dresser.
So
And
Tim is kind of like
currently-
pushing the dresser.
Yeah, and Tim, you feel a bit of a pushing behind.
So Winley is just going to come right beside Tim. She's going to take this Khalid scarf that's on her, wrap it around Tim, but just for now say Izzy's on her way. But if she can't help, we are both jumping out the window.
We can't use magic.
It's a magical item.
Ah!
We already saw what happened with magical items. It wasn't...
Shout for her to catch you.
What?
Shout for her to catch you.
She's already inside. I saw her bust through the door. She's probably coming up this way.
Well, don't know. There's a whole bunch
Yeah.
of bad stuff. No, stop her.
I don't have like secret psychic connection with her. I'm sorry.
Just yell out the window.
She's already inside.
As this happens, next up is Jack, who's like, oh fuck. Just gonna walk up to Soliana and ready a crossbow. For the first thing he sees, if anything. All right, next up. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay. Back to the other place. Back to the park.
Do you want to do like a 5-minute session at the tower and a 5-minute session at the park, so you don't have to keep going back and forth between the two?
That might be smarter.
Just I'm thinking of Thomas. I'm just thinking for Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas says yes. Okay.
Okay. You can stay at the tower if you want.
Well, we're here at this portion, so yeah, let's move you over, and you over. Oh, I need a roll for hold here. Okay. Okay. So we'll stay on this one for now. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. So DJ, as you're like looking around, you see just like a little bit of a flash, but not seeing the final landing point of wherever that movement had gone. And then does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You take 4 damage
Okay.
as this bolt clips into your side, giving you a scratch and lands on the ground. And as you look, you see a little beep, 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 beep. I need you two to both make dexterity saving throws.
I'm paralyzed. Is that disadvantage, or do we even make a throw?
Or I think you fail auto.
Yeah, I don't think I would need to, right?
Yeah, I think you auto fail.
23. I do a cartwheel out of the way.
Yeah, you do, and it's just a bright flash of light as you are able to make sure you are fine. Meanwhile, Haldir on the bench with you is just caught unawares by the stuff. You two are both blinded until
I'm not sure if I should get closer to you guys or should I just get
Run.
farther.
Run.
Oh, man, it is tempting to just go run, but you guys need help. You're still paralyzed, man. You're gonna need help. I need to stay. I need to stay.
So Inqua,
yeah.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'll be over here.
Oh, actually, that wasn't well. Constitution
Yes.
saving. It's a 15.
15. You feel this muscle seize and you're able to shake it off, but that is the end of your turn for now. Meanwhile, you can't see just because of all the flash of light, but you are no longer paralyzed.
Got it.
Okay. Did I see where that came from at all?
Yes, you did. It came from this building over here
Where? I can't see.
on the southern side, on the back.
Okay, wait. Maybe I can't see enough. Southern side. Where? Okay, I'm south, right?
Yes, and then the building to yours, to the southeast of you. Just
Yeah.
from the
So
back.
this guy over here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
Excellent. Haldir, also blind, is like, what's going on, brother?
I don't know. I have no idea. I can't see a thing.
And so he will. What else will he do? What can Haldir do? Ah! Okay. He will ready his bow in case his vision returns and is able to fire something off. Top of the order for this portion, Darjan. You saw there.
Yeah. Crossbow. 22.
22. As you look over there, the flash just getting that little spot in your eye, but it seems to highlight this little tuft of red hair peeking out from the side. And you see his shoulder and you fire off. Roll some damage for me, please.
Now I have these things called flame firework bolts?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And so is the damage the same?
Damage is the same.
Okay. 9.
9. Ooh, nice. Is that max?
Yes.
Nice. 9 damage as you hear a ah! As coming out from slightly behind the building, you see a bit of Factory. Still bright red hair, bottle coat glasses into an interesting head contraption, standing a little bit taller. As you can see that she has the garl contraptions on her legs, armed with a crossbow and looking fiercely at you.
So does the bolt blow up?
Yes, it does hit. And as you do, as fireworks erupt into a sea of colors, what does she have to roll, if anything?
Let's see. It says succeed a Constitution saving throw, become blinded to the end of my next turn.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's a 10 flat. What is your spell save DC?
I'm sorry, I don't quite know what that is.
It should say on the little thing. I think the DC, this saving
Spell
Is it-
save DC?
Yeah, if you go to your spells tab and at the very top.
Save DC. 14.
14.
Thank you.
And she's like looking around and just trying to find focus on something, but is unable to do so. One tit for tat. Excellent. And
But-
it is Factory's turn, who, as you see her over there, just goes for a jump and tries to land up top here, as she saw that as her next jumping point. Let's see if she makes acrobatics. Oh, she lands. And then she's going to try and remember where you were and shoot at you at disadvantage. Ooh. Does a 14 hit?
No.
It does not.
No.
Ooh, someone got that new armor. As you fire off this bolt, about a foot away from you, as she's trying to just blink her eyes out, and with the bottle cloak glasses, you can just see an amplification of it as she's just trying to shake it off and look around.
I'm so tempted to sing an anthem, but then she'd know where I was, so I'm going to be.
Meanwhile, Inqua, you're up and you're slowly starting to blink away the little spots in your eyes, and you're starting to see focus as you see staring down at Darjan, Factore, armed and ready.
Does she look? Can I reach her at this point? Or is she?
mean,
like,
how do
how high is the? How high is the?
The house is only about
Oh,
7
that's right.
feet.
I could see over it, right? Oh no. This is a different area.
Yeah, this one's about 7 to 10-ish feet.
Okay. I'm actually gonna grab Haldir.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna move us. I'm just gonna guide him because I know he's blind right now. So I'm gonna guide him over this way and put him behind this structure.
Okay.
And then when I
And they're
arrive,
about floating 10
go ahead.
feet up above you. You do see a bit of a spell plague
got it.
flare.
But I still can see her fully, correct?
Yes.
Victoria? Well, then we are sharpshooting the shiz out of this little bitch. Okay. That's a 15 plus 1 for sharpshoot. So does a 16 hit?
16 hits.
Let's do it. I'm gonna get you, Factory. Let's see here. Sorry, did someone say something? No? Okay. That is a 5 plus 2 plus 10, so it's a 17.
You all watch as this arrow flies true straight into her chest. As you can see her trying to steel herself with her breathing.
Oh, oops. And then I also have an additional D4 lightning damage. I forgot I had this, which is 3 lightning damage.
Woo, buddy. You see a bit of electricity arc through her body as she's... That is Inqua's turn. Next up is Haldir, who, finally getting to also blink away some of the light, steps over to this side and lets off an arrow. Ooh. Don't think that's gonna hit.
You do have inspiration.
Yes.
True. But I think James wants to try and kill us tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, he did make comment about using his inspiration for the NPCs to help us.
That's true.
It's got to be a healthy mix, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have your chocolate with your nuts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
As the arrow flies, just nicking the hairs of Factoria, as she's like. But Darjan, you are back up at the top.
And she's still blind until the end of my turn.
Yes.
All right. So I'm just gonna shoot her again.
Okay.
Nah, yeah, it's a 10.
10.
Do we do it or not?
Oh.
We got inspo.
Like a D6. That's kind of a.
That's kind of a crapshoot because the 14.
That's true. Because if I don't get a
Yeah.
heavy duty, yeah.
It's okay. She's still blind for a moment.
Yeah. And then I'm going to. So then I'm going to.
Oh wait,
to
yeah,
go-
she's blinded. You roll with advantage.
Oh. So I get to roll another die. Oh, okay. Sorry, I get so excited. Okay, so that is 23.
23, that hits.
Okay, and then I get to roll my d6 plus 3. That's 6 altogether for that.
Okay, 6 damage. Are you
And then-
using another firework?
Oh
bolt,
yeah.
or-
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm on a roll.
All right. This time she hears the and is able to shield her eyes. The bolt still stabs into her stomach, but the flash of light she's able to cover. And she blinks out, and her eyes are beginning to focus. It is her turn once more.
I get to move though because I
Yes.
haven't moved. So I am going to actually. Let's see if I go over here, the corner here. Can I still see her? Yeah, I don't think I can.
Which corner?
If I go over here.
Oh, gotcha.
was thinking I
Yeah, I
could-
would say
yeah,
like if
yeah.
you're looking over just a bit, you can see her, but I would, yeah, you can see her a bit.
So now it's the end of my turn and her eyes come back.
Okay, and she's focuses in and fires off another bolt over at Inqua this time.
How does she look, by the way?
Looking pretty rough.
Good.
But does, and I think that's an 18 hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so that will be 5 damage.
Oof. Okay.
But I need you to also make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's a 16.
16. As the bolt sticks into your body, and then you watch as another beep, 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 beep. Webbing just erupts out and just covers you, and you are in goop. You are restrained. And at which point, with her Garl, Darjan, you see the legs begin to engage. And she jumps about 40 feet southwards.
Oh, okay.
This hoe is running.
I'm. Do I have? Can I tell Isolt that she's on the move, basically?
Well, let's see. We still have Inqua's turn. You are covered in this goop. You can use a how do you get out?
It'd be a strength check.
You
but
can use an action to either use a strength check to get out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But you should still be able to attack if you're restrained.
Yes.
Oh, I can still attack if I'm restrained?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's wiggle some goop out, and we gonna try and sharpshoot as she's running off then.
Mm-hmm. As she's running off, you see her hopping up and over, and you roll an attack for me, please.
What were you saying, Ren?
Just saying that you have the range on it with the longbow.
Got it. Cool. Let's do this. Oh! So that's a 19.
19 hits.
I don't know if I need to claim this before, but Ink was over it. So he wants to do, again, he's been working with this bow. And so he's going to say strike. And so the bolt that I'm using is going to turn into a bolt of lightning, forming a 5-foot wide something. And it's going to shoot out 5 feet wide towards the target. And each creature must make a DC dexterity saving throw, 13.
Okay.
But I'm going to roll my damage for sharpshoot right now. Whoops. As we are doing that.
Oh, so it is.
Oh, is that just it? It's not.
It is. You either fire for this. You either fire a arrow or you do the lightning.
Strike. Yeah.
Okay.
He's over it.
But she did make her dex save with a 25.
Oh, this little.
Oh no, 23.
Okay. Well.
And how much damage does that do?
Oh, it does. It still. Oh, I guess. Okay.
I believe
let me
it's
roll this.
46.
Yeah. That's a 5. That's a 4. That's a 1. And that's a 6. What is that?
16.
Thank you. So 8. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. As this lightning bolt just cruises through the sky, you see some of the motes in the air nearby just go get closer as it dissipates in the air. The lightning strikes through and goes past Factoria. As you can see her continuing to move, but she is not looking great. But she's about 40 feet southward. Meanwhile, Haldir is like, let me help you, brother. At which point he tries to attempt to help you out. And as he does, just starts to get encased in the goop with you. And he's like, fuck, shit. As you all both are kind of in this awkward embrace of him just trying to like,
Well.
Meanwhile, Darjan, you can see Factory hopping off and away.
How far away?
At this point, it would have been 40 feet south, so about 50 feet. Wait, actually, 1, 2, 3, about 65 feet away. If I can do trigonometry real quick.
Because the crossbow has a range of 120, but it's crap at that point. Wow. Does it make sense? If it's 60 feet away, makes sense trying to hit her again as she's running. Yep, I might as well do it. Okay.
Especially if she's not looking too hot. Maybe we can at least limp her or something, make her go slower.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, if I can get if I could get one of these bolts into her machinery, would it do anything more?
You want to aim for her legs?
Well, wherever she's attached to it.
Okay. I will say it's a slightly higher DC just because you're trying to aim for it, but
So I'm just going to make sure
allow you
I
to
have.
try and aim for it.
I'm going to try and make sure I have all my. So make sure I have my.
Duke
Yes.
Fleeg, you have
Decent.
cards.
Yes.
We do have cards.
You have cards.
Let's
What do
actually
the
use them
cards
this month.
do? What do the cards do, though?
We have 3 changes of fate, which is essentially advantage.
A
Which
reroll. Oh,
Just in case. So if you aiming for that.
what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Should we do one?
Yeah.
If you
All
need
right.
it.
Well, are you doing? Do you have to do your crossbow at disadvantage right now? So like with the
Yeah.
with the card,
Change of fate
just
would
like
make
get
it a
rid of-
regular attack.
Yeah. But we'd have to call that first,
Yeah.
right?
You'd have to call it first.
I want to do it. I want to do it, guys.
Yeah, I believe.
you might be able to move closer and
Yeah.
and take away the disadvantage because you can move and attack.
Mm-hmm. You'll
Oh,
just be
yeah.
off the map, but we know where you are.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right.
And you
all
can
right,
truly get advantage.
So I would
Okay.
recommend you move and then attack with the advantage.
Yeah. All right.
But you are aiming specifically for
Yes.
the
Yes.
apparatus. Okay.
Yes. All right. 2 dice. Here we go. One of them I rolled an 18. And then I get a +6.
24. Roll damage for me, please.
Yes.
Six again.
6. Okay.
But +3. I rolled a 6.
You fire it off. Just as Factore lands on one of the houses and is about to take off again, you see the contraption begin to weir up, the gears clicking down as she's about to jump off. Your bolt as it knocks one of the gears loose, and then it just bear traps her leg. As she's like, ah! As she screams and then just kind of tumbles off into an alleyway. The house is away, just obscuring it. Where she fell, but she did get.
And then I hear a boom.
Oh, is it another?
Oh God, that's what I
You're
got.
just gonna use all your firework bolts.
I mean, she did spend quite a bit of money on them.
You hear a boom as you're like. Yeah, I would say you don't quite hear her reaction as she has fallen into an alleyway, but you do see a good 30 feet away from you, just sparks flying up and out of this area.
Yes.
Meanwhile, it's Factori's turn, whom none of you can see,
Cool.
but continues to do what you do. Next up, Inqua. Your brother is
Oh,
hugging.
brother, yeah.
You will notice that when you use your lightning portion of your bow, the moat that was about 10 feet high has moved about 5 feet closer.
Oh. Forgot about that. Okay, maybe on 3, brother, we try and rip our way out of this.
Oh, yeah. And since he's right after you, I think this can be done together.
All right, let's do this.
Ich, me, san.
This is a strength check.
Yes.
Well, that's going to not saving, just straight strength.
Mhm.
That'll be a 21.
21. As you both team up and ready to go, you, as some of the strands kind of still cling to your clothing, the nice leather attire that Winley had bought for, or designed for you all. But you're free.
I'm gonna take some of the goop and I want to chuck it at the moat above us and see what it does.
It goes into the moat and out.
All right, let's catch up with DJ. I don't think we can move because that was our action. Or can
That
we
was
move?
your action, so you can still move.
Yeah. Let's see. Where is DJ? If DJ
DJ is
also
about
kind of noise, so
15 feet south of the map, so you can
Then-
see them.
yeah, I'm gonna. Are his guts still hanging out, or is he doing okay at this point? I
He's
should've asked that.
bandaged. He's okay, and he's starting
Okay.
to move with you.
Okay, then head towards the fireworks that we just saw.
Mm-hmm.
Start running.
And I will say, as you group of three begin to go to where you saw the fireworks. You weave through some of the buildings and crawling away, left leg mangled in bits of metal, the other leg just dead weight being in a garl, the jumping contraption. You just see Factory slowly crawling away.
Can we slowly? Are we still in initiative or no?
I would say no
Right.
at this point.
Okay, yeah. Ingwa's just gonna wants to walk up, flanked, if this is okay with you, DJ, flanked by DJ and Haldir, very bad boys. Yes, and then walk up, just kind of stop her with his his talon on her shoulder, and just kind of pull her up to him and say, "So you have some explaining to do, Factory."
Not really. Opens up her cloak, grabs a cord, and dink. Beep, 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 beep. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay, Dex. Don't fail me now.
24.
19.
24.
No, 19.
I agree, Nick.
Nice. Okay. Let's see here. That's some dice. That's some more dice. And do I only? Okay, I only have that much.
James is using
Okay.
if you're watching, James is using all the inspiration, trying to murder the players.
I can't because this is a saving throw, so it's all on you. So, as you watch this beep and explosion clouds your entire vision, you will take 9 fire damage, reduced to half, so that's 4. And I think you have resistance to fire, Inqua, so that's 2.
I do. Ha!
And then you will take 7 thunder damage.
Ooh.
Reduced to half.
Ooh, Winley, if I didn't have those temporary hit points.
I know.
This morning. Ooh. Okay. Ink was looking a little charred at this point, but still holding her.
Points whenever we can get them.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. That's funny. That's funny.
What?
Yeah, it's good that y'all had 10 hit points. And can I get rid of you? There we go. But the explosion goes off. And that's where we're going to smash cut to the other
Nice.
side.
Nice.
I knew it.
That's good.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. So, we had just ended after Jack had done his thing. So, he went over. So, that means Winley, Isolde, Jack, Soliana, Tim, and the creatures. Cool. So, if it was Jack who just went, Tim, you're up.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna shout for assault. Get to the window! Catch Winley! Don't! They're all in there!
Let's see. You gotta. Yeah, you hear that. You hear the scraping of wood and the gnashing of teeth as these creatures are just like trying to rip through the door, and then you just hear over all of that. Just Winley is going to get to the window.
And Winley says, Tim, we're going together.
I'm sure I hear that too because her voice carries, let's put it that way.
And James,
Mhm.
we've heard them scraping at the door. Have any of them been turning the doorknob?
Not yet.
Oh, good. So not as clever as the Raptors.
How we just have this dresser. How much time do I think this dresser is going to buy us once I leave the door, or just how
Well,
heavy does this?
technically they haven't had their turn yet, but flavor wise they have been scraping at the door.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at the door and I'm just like, can I step away from this? And
You look at the dresser and you're like, it's a gnome size.
I knew it, but they're sturdy.
They're sturdy.
I'll follow you. I'll follow you. Go.
Yeah, but we won't actually be able to use a scarf until my turn, probably, right?
Just yank it. I can. It's a one story gnomish drop.
Well, this is
Oh.
also one of the taller buildings, so it's about a 20-foot drop for this one.
Okay, 20-foot drop. That's.
It's not
I mean,
bad.
problem A, problem B. I'll take problem B. Yeah.
Cool. Are you gonna do anything else, Tim?
Just keep racing the door.
Okay. As next up are the creatures. Yeah, I did say that the door opened inward towards y'all.
Yep.
So, yeah.
That's why we chose it.
Mm-hmm. But those three at the front of the door are going to start attacking said door. Wow. Okay. Okay, sure.
Sturdy gnomish door. You left that part out.
Mm-hmm. Sturdy, gnomish door. As these three just go as bits and pieces start to run through, and you get to see a bit of their eyes starting to poke through the holes.
No, I'm not looking into the what? I was the one who said avert your eyes before.
Yeah.
One of them is able to get a claw in one of the holes that the other one made, and they get about a headspace worth as it just starts to like.
That's delightful.
Yikes.
Can smell you and just like.
Winley is belting the LaRue theme song. She learned her lesson. She's trying the same trick as the sirens.
Excellent choice. Meanwhile, these two. They're going to head downstairs.
No.
Welcome wagon.
Oh, they split the party. Good.
They go downstairs seeing they can't really get a grasp on the door frame. And there they see you, Isolde, and they're like, as you look into their eyes, I need you to make, because there's two of them, 2 wisdom saving throws, please.
All right. Give me a mo. All right. So 122. And the other, oh God, math. 15.
15. Both of these, like, you get sucked into the darkness void that is their eyes, and you see Waterdeep. You see your mom, your dad, you see your brothers. You're back in this tiny little gnome home, and then the second one catches your eyes, and you're shake it off, getting used to the fact that they have to get that visual connection on you. You see their wicked smiles go.
Okay.
It's so terrifying.
But that is their turn. Next up is Soliana, who is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 get into the doorway. It's like, oh, what? Seeing the 2 other creatures there, and what can Soliana do? How many does she have? Okay.
Inqua hates her for you, Isolde.
Yeah.
Ever since the dance. Yeah.
That. Gotta have someone on my side since she suckered DJ and Winley over.
She sees the other 2 and she's like, oh God. And then you watch. Before Isolde, she was a bit gangly, but as I mentioned during the dance, she was a bit more toned. She does have a bit of a skip in her step as she just like poof, 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 gets over to one of them and punches one in the face. boom, smacking it straight in there, catching a bit of the fur. And as her knuckles come back, she's like, their fur is hard. But she does some damage.
I have too many questions. And
like it almost like shark skin, as like she punched back and like you see some of her skin has just like been ripped. But she does do some decent damage.
huh. That falls under interesting.
Cool. And next after Soliana is Isolt. You're up.
All right, I will call back to Tim. Get Winley out. I'll try to keep them busy here. I'll join you.
One getting Tim out.
Y'all get each other out. I don't care what order you do it in. And then I'm going to. Oh, I do not. I don't like this. I'll look over at Solon and say, "Do you got that one?"
You sure? I can't use magic. I'm using my fists.
You know what? Well done. And I'll move up on the other one and start carving into it.
All right, carve away. Roll some attacks for me, please.
Also, I am using the sword from Fibblestib and Dabbledob's home.
Okay.
So I don't know if this does anything different or special. I don't know if it's a long sword.
It is a longsword, yes.
Okay. Then use that stuff. Cool. Ooh, that is a 25 to hit with my first attack.
Ooh, 25 does hit, yes.
All right, and that is a 3 plus a 5 because it's not the lightning one, so 8. Does it do anything interesting when I hit someone with it?
1 second, just looking it over real quick. Okay. As you swing once, you cut through, and you get the sense it's very familiar to your. It's a +1 longsword for now.
Okay.
That you can sense.
Okay. So I did 8 points of damage with that, and I'm gonna take the risk because, quite frankly, we are low on options at this point.
Okay.
What I want, damn it. I am going to do a divine smite on this thing.
Okay, divine smite. As you pump divine energy into this, I mean, you would be able to see it, Tim, since you're not looking at the doorway. Hey, what's up, Rep RP? I'm assuming it's X Rex or Rep.
I see Rep.
Rep RPG. Thank you for rating us. We got a bit of a fun stuff here. They're in a lost gnome city with spell plague and a homebrewed creatures art made by our very own Nick Watros here.
Send help. He's trying to kill us.
And I'm trying to kill them as a DM do. But yes, Nick, as you unknowing of what Isol's doing, but you do see the spell plague central to it, and you just see it kind of just flare up a bit, like a tendril just like lick out in the direction. Not very, or like about 10 feet off, but it just kind of licks out. But also, I need Isol to roll a D100, please.
Okay.
Fairy wings, fairy wings, fairy wings.
25.
25.
Lucky I have my dice to hand.
So, as you pump in this divine smite, you feel a split in your forehead, and just like, you close your eyes and you open, and you're able to see through your 2 eyes. And then you have a feeling of sight from your forehead as well. You have advantage on perception checks for foreseeable future at the moment.
Okay. And I do 2d8 divine smite.
Extra. Throw it in there.
All right, so that is an additional 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. What kind of damage?
It is radiant.
Radiant, thank you. As this twisted, like it's a weird thing where it can do half up, half down right now, looking at you, teeth just rowing or like all across. Very interesting S-shaped formation across its face.
Lovely. I'll snarl back at it and take my second attack.
Oh yes, please do again.
Okay, that is an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Yes. 18 and max damage on that.
For a total of
That is plus one is to the damage as well. Do I remember that correctly?
yeah, +1 for the sword, +1 for the shock and drop. Oh wait, no, this one doesn't have the shock and drop. Excuse me. So just +1.
Transfer that over. All right, so that is 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. You go for a second slice, cross the midsection, blood starting to spew out. This purplish ichor bleh, flopping onto this dusty wooden floorboards.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action to try to smack this thing prone.
Okay. Strength, yes.
That is athletics. My athletics versus your athletics or acrobatics, whichever.
Ooh. Okay. What'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Boom! As it's trying to like rile and breathe and get up as you smack it down with your shield. Cool. Anything else?
How is it looking?
It's looking
Pretty like I think one more good round like that could possibly take it out.
could possibly take it out for sure.
Okay, I will keep that in mind, but also say to Soliana, unless you're wearing armor under those robes, you might want to get out of here.
She gives you wide eyes and contemplates what she's going to do next, because next up is Winley with Jack on deck.
Okay. So originally I wanted to like drag Tim with me to the window so that we could both use a scarf to feather fall down, but am I not going to have enough movement to do that?
I feel like if Tim is willing, I think it can happen.
Well, the stuff his attitude changed when the holes appeared in the door. So
Yeah. Okay, cool. So then Winley will say, I'm not even going to ask you if you trust me, just trust me. And then she'll pull him towards the window and just say, hold on tight. And yeah, we're going to jump out the window and activate Khalid's scarf to use Featherfall, one charge of it.
just in case that doesn't work. Not that I'm paranoid about magic not working, but Tim will be ready to like land properly.
Okay.
I studied a lot of birds. I'm prepared for this one.
Oh, I wasn't referring to that, but Tim will be
Okay.
prepared to land properly.
So as you say, or you use the charge to do Featherfall, you watch as the scarf just kind of like airs out like wings almost, as it pops out, and you feel that sense of lift and you slowly descend down. Tim, you also get that lift.
I'm watching that licking spell plague that came closer.
As you all, since you two are closer, one of the licks goes straight out towards the scarf. And you watch as it begins to slow or attach itself. Blue flame beginning to
Turn it off. Just drop.
crawl through, slowly eating away at the magic inside.
Oh,
Turn it off.
Winley hates to lose an accessory. Yeah, I mean, whenever we get to height, that seems like we could safely drop.
That's
We'll
now.
probably just try to
Right now.
unwrap from the scarf
Yeah.
and do a tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll, boom, pretty close to the large pyre in front of you. But do you leave the scarf?
I'll let it fall naturally.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
falls naturally to the ground as the flames begin to lick up onto it. The larger flame, almost like how should I say this? Hive mind-esque. More flame begins to descend and begin to engulf the scarf.
Oh. Don't
Really
tell
expensive.
Khalid that happened.
But it doesn't necessarily catch, like it's not carbonizing, it's not turning black.
Yeah, it's
or
not like
anything.
disintegrating. It's
Yeah,
just
but
being
it is just being all this flame is just eating around it.
It's still
well,
good.
maybe I'll get a non-magical scarf out of it and still okay.
Where are we now?
You two are, let's say, here and here.
Oh, that's way too close.
Okay, that is Winley. That next up is Jack, and who's over here walks over. Well, I believe you all seem to have a pretty good grasp on things. Looks out inside. It's like, oh, okay. Fires off a crossbow bolt. Okay. How many attacks does he have? Is it just one? I think so. Yeah, it's just one. Okay. Ooh, he hit. I'm happy. That's good enough for me. But that will be 8 damage as it strikes the one in front of Soliana. Or wait, no, this angle, it would hit the one in front of Isolt. As it's right through the neck. That's Jack's turn. We're back at the top of the order with Soliana, who's like, oh, shit. What kind of spells can she do right now?
We're back at the top?
Yes.
I didn't actually... Getting dragged out wasn't my action.
Oh,
I'm at the
excuse
bottom.
me. No, we're not at the top of the order. Yeah, it is. That was Jack. Now it's Tim. Tim, please.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, now I'm good. Sorry, I'm standing right in front of Spell Plague, so I was willing to see what I would do. Tim is gonna lower his hood and charge in.
Tim, we just exited.
Oh, and I shout, they're gonna drop from the window.
I gave up my scarf for this.
Yeah, and I think Assault has hers, so the other one that Soliana is attacking is up.
Okay. Go ahead.
I mentioned I lowered my hood, right?
Yes.
To try and cover my eyes. I don't want to make eye contact with these horrible things. I'm going to attack, and will a 27 hit?
27 hits. Baho ding dang la.
Oh no, it's one of these guys. Sorry, I can't remember. Okay, and that's 15 damage. Is it still?
Okay.
Okay.
It is still up and alive.
Does an 18 hit
18 hits.
and 8 more damage.
8 more damage. Whew, nice. As you go, first slice going right at one of the elbow sections and catching it in as it caves in on itself. The other one catching on the bicep area, and the further catching a little bit on your sword. Wow, Fateful Encounters raid, welcome. We are in combat. We are going to do a Nord Games deck giveaway. So type in the chat #chaos. That is #CHAOS only once. We'll send you a Nord Games deck of your choice, PDF if you are from elsewhere outside of the US, but a physical copy if you're inside. Wait, no, what?
Okay, never mind. Never mind. It's
Okay, I think I got the okay.
Had to set up.
Yes, do all of that. #chaos in the chat. Okay.
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 Last one's okay.
Okay. So yeah, and the second one getting a little caught on the matted fur before sinking in and getting in a nice slice. This one's not looking too great either compared to the one behind you.
We're about to be flanked.
Well, then let's deal with the ones in front of us.
Meanwhile, that is Tim. Next up are the creatures, and without resistance,
Oh, gnomish dresser, sir.
without your pressing on, they are able to get through the door.
That's what Liana was up.
She's at the top of the order.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeet! As one of them crashes through the remainder of the glass, landing on the ground. I'm going to take that's not that much damage. As it lands on its feet. Looking at Jack and looking at you, Winley, and finding its gaze upon you, Winley. I'd like a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Cleric.
Oh God. That'd be a nat one.
Ooh!
Shit.
Shoom! You are shunted into a vision of what you see as your home, and you just see your mother and father standing there. It's like, Winley, oh, it's been so long. Come inside, dear. And then your father's like, come, lots of gnomes to give your rousing speeches to. At which I need you to take 10 psychic damage. And what weapons do you have on you?
I have crossbow and dagger.
You see a dark figure starting to approach your parents with a knife. You can't let them stab your parents with a knife. You ready your crossbow and you fire at it. Roll an attack for me, please.
Oh dear.
It's the hand axe all over again.
That would be a 10.
10. You fire it off, and the dark figure seems to go away. Meanwhile, Isolt and Tim, you hear Jack going like, what the fuck? I just, wow. With such force, I said, what the fuck? My Invisalign came out.
Oh my God, please clip it. Did we see it in slow motion? Please clip that, someone.
You just hear a what the fuck from behind you from Jack being like, Winley, what are you doing?
I mean, do we just treat
Get away from my parents.
Okay, we don't treat this as situation normal. Okay.
I mean,
Meanwhile, these other two, this one's got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeet himself out the window. Takes. Lands in front of Jack. This one being quite a bit injured from possibly a previous encounter. But in its bloody smile is going to look towards Jack, and Jack looks to you, or no, does like, yeah, okay. 1 second.
It's nice knowing you all, guys.
We're still good. We got this. Assault's gonna clean it all up.
Okay, Tim. You can just remember that you abandoned Winley.
Ah, God, no! Don't say that.
Winley, what is your armor class?
Right now it is 17.
17. Okay. So as you walk towards your parents, you just smile and are happy to see them once more. But you take 7 damage.
Oh God.
yeah, this is a snafu.
Next up, at the top of the order is Soliana.
Oh, Tim's going to hell.
Oh wait, oh, we got this last guy. Yeah, he'll come down the stairs. No, I said all of them. They're hungry. Yeet. Seeing that Winley is quite in a daze, it's going to, you just feel your mother grab your hand and start leading you inside. Seeing the church once more. Next up, Soliana, who, at this point, what is Soliana gonna do? What can she fucking do? She says, fuck it, and she's going to just, oh wait, no, that was Jack. What does Soliana do? Okay. Soliana's like, oh, I'm sorry. And you see a bit of fire charge up in her hand and just goes for the one right in front of you, Isolde.
No, no.
Shoots out the window on the other end. Winley, you see just a little bit of a shooting star go across the sky.
Make a wish.
That was supposed to hit. Gets back into fighting stance. Next up, Isolde.
She doesn't say all of the things that just ran through her head. But it takes an extreme act of will to not. All right, I'm going to carve into the creature that's in front of me again.
Go ahead.
Come on. Okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Ooh. That is 12 points of damage.
You watch the smile just landing there on the ground, cocked to the side against the floorboards.
Okay.
You see off to the side through the window that Soliana shot through. Winley's slowly starting to walk away.
Shit. All right. Did she break the window for me with that?
There's a nice baseball-sized hole in it.
All right. Do I see a creature with Winley?
Currently no.
Shit. All right. I'm going to shout over my shoulder to Tim. One of them's got her, and go bash through the window with a shield to go and follow Winley.
You smash through, and there, because the windowsill was keeping its height, crunch, but you see this other creature like.
And if I can get within reach of it, stab that one with my second attack.
Go ahead.
Not 20, sir.
Hell yeah.
And
Roll some damage.
And I'm going to put a Divine Smite into this one because I'm pissed. All right. You know what? I do not have enough dice out. Oops.
And also roll me another D100 when you have it.
Yep.
Oh, Quill the Bard gives 1,000 bits to leave Jack and Soliana behind.
Do it.
Tempting.
Do it.
All right, so I'm going to roll 3 and then double what I get.
Okay.
All right. Holy shit. All right, so that is 10, 16, 32 plus 6 is 38 points of damage.
How much?
38 points of damage.
Ooh. Divine Fury allows you to just go from clavicle down the right side into the long as this creature's
Worth it.
But yes, D100 for me, please.
Is it still up?
Barely.
71.
71. You're just getting all the nice shit, aren't you?
I did.
You just like, as you press down into this thing, you just feel a shimmer of silver go across your entire body and you're just glittering there.
Cool. I will then use
You're
my
a Twilight vampire.
you got back. Do I still have my bonus action?
Yes.
Then I would like to use Shield Master to smash this thing to the ground.
Copy that.
I
What'd
don't
you get?
I don't like that look on your face, my friend. 19.
19. I rolled a nat 20. Yeah. As you swing, somehow this creature that is cleaved all the way down, slightly burnt by radiant energy, is able to dodge out of your shield just enough so it doesn't get knocked over.
I see you. And then and then I'll, oops, don't beat up the microphone. Set up again to draw its attention back to me and shout Winley's name to try and get her back.
Mm-hmm. You shout it out, Winley. At which point it is Winley's turn. I'd like you to roll another wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh, okay. This time's 24.
24. You just saw the image of a darkened figure knock down your mother. At the same time, you hear Winley in the back of your head, and you blink, and there you see Isolde, radiant in silver light, standing over this creature, yelling in your face to get a grip, and you're there.
Do I get an action? Or
Yes.
is that my... Oh, I do. Yeah, so I think this creature just looks so much like the dark figure I just saw, and her instinct is just to grab her dagger and sink one in.
All right. Doing another attack for me, please.
That will be a 16.
16. You try and sink it in. The fur, matted as it is, it feels like you're puncturing into metal as it just like tink!
Dang.
Dang.
Okay. I don't want to move, so.
Wait, it is prone, right? Do you
Oh,
get advantage on
no.
that?
No,
Is it prone?
It's not prone.
Oh, no, it's not prone. Thank you.
Yeah.
Check. Yeah, 16 didn't get it. I don't like that.
What?
Y'all been rolling high.
Rolling good. But
Anything else you would like to do, Winley?
No,
All right.
I don't want it to have an opportunity attack, so I'm just gonna stay put.
Meanwhile, Jack. Hey, buddy, what are you? That's not bad. Oh, shit. Nope, he's got a -1 on wisdom. So, Jack over here rounds the corner.
did he get caught by that thing?
Hmm?
Did he get caught by that thing?
He did.
Oh.
And ooh, what would I like Jack to do? Oh, okay. He's going to take out his crossbow and does a 18 hit you, Winley.
Yes.
You take full damage, so that is 6 plus 1, 11 damage.
Oh God.
As you just feel this sharp pain in your back, and you looked and see Jack there standing with a tear rolling down his eye.
Jack, what are you doing?
Meanwhile, it's Tim.
Yeah, gonna try and drop this one and get out. 16 doesn't. Yeah, that was a wasted roll.
Add a D7.
Yeah, I was gonna say add. Yeah.
We have
that
the
was-
inspiration. Use the D6.
Inspa.
I have less than a 50% chance. of hitting with adding that.
What did you roll?
Well, the 5 plus 8 is
Oh,
13. So half chance that I get.
Well, why don't you use one
Yes,
of the
17. I mean, if you want to, but
why don't you use one of the cards?
yeah.
Yeah.
Give yourself
Advantage. Yeah.
okay. And then after that, when I don't make it, we'll be in a better position to spend some inspiration. I rolled the exact same thing.
That's why we call it. That's why we call it rolling a Nick.
But that means this next roll can't possibly be the same thing again. I'm using my second attack now. One higher. Do we want to spend? So 14. Do we want to roll a d6 to see if I can hit?
Yes.
Yeah, get rid
Might
of
as
this thing. This thing is annoying.
Okay, does a 17 hit?
17 hits.
Oh,
Ugh.
damn it.
Now here's my roll of
Sorry,
one.
Laura.
Okay, so 9 damage.
9 damage.
Just trying to wedge it in there. Please die. Please die. Please wiggle it around a little bit. Is it falling?
Wiggle it around a bit, and it's just like, but still alive.
You have a action surge left, my friend.
That was the
Give you 2 more attacks.
yeah, you know what? You know what? This is a situation.
Yes.
You're right. You are correct. All right.
Why don't you die?
Okay, so does a 24 hit?
And then
I think we
Okay,
learned it does.
So I'm wiggling it around for another 15 points of damage. Up, down, left, right. Come on, get your fall.
Yep, and you wiggle, and it's just like eventually you're just trying to chop it up, and eventually you see that it's just stop moving.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go up here, use the other attack.
Would you like to go for the left or the right one? The left one looks like it's already been in battle for some reason.
Oh. I do like hitting things that are directly in front of me, but
hit the weaker one.
it's the weaker one.
What'd you roll?
Well, it's hard to get that angle, through the. No.
Would you roll?
Not a 1.
Oh.
I rolled a
A 2.
14.
You have a 50-50 shot. Take it.
Do we really want how much inspiration? I mean,
Yeah, do it.
You have 8
Kill these things. Kill them.
currently.
17.
17 hits.
Okay.
Hashtag Tiana is always right.
All right. Yeah. And 8 damage.
Chops off his arm as Iker just pours out and eventually dies.
There you go. Technically,
Okay.
technically
That
still
is
earlier, but
Tim. Last but not least are our good old creatures. This one looks at you, Tim, having killed its companion and looks you straight in the eyes. Wisdom saving.
Can it look me straight in the eyes, though? I believe I have a hood down covering my eyes. That's got to count for advantage
What?
at least.
Ah.
They're not super stupid, okay? It's gonna look for your eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna look to avoid its eyes. If its head's going down, no.
Because if I want to be a dick, you'd be rolling at disadvantage for your attacks.
Okay. This would be a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please.
Oh, I'm so good at wisdom. Oh yeah, let's. Might be okay. Okay. Does a 15?
15.
15.
You see a flash. You see 2 people. Their faces blurry. Before you feel a tap on your shoulder, it's like, close, but I'm sure it could create something a little bit better. Let's finish it off, shall we? And you're back.
hey, look, the cursed sword helped.
Cursed sword always helps. Always pick up cursed items. That is like the #1 rule of D&D.
No, that's #1 Call of Cthulhu.
No, Cthulhu, you do not touch cursed items. They will wreck you. You pick them up.
Meanwhile, you look at the face of this creature, and before you've seen smiles, you've seen frowns, but this one's just like a flat line of confusion. Last one over here is just like looking between the two that it's flanked, and seeing that Winley, you were the one it was able to get once, is going to try once more on you. Wisdom saving throw.
12.
12. Oh, you were in this dank, dirty, scary cave, and now you're just back in the Dalelands, sitting on a hill with a couple of your gnome followers. They're all just like, Winley, tell us more, yeah! As you take, 11 psychic damage.
Okay.
And roll a crossbow attack for me, please.
Oh, shoot, Jack.
Yes, shoot Jack. I'm in favor of this.
16.
16. You see again, just like for some reason these dark figures just keep trying to mess with your day, and you see one coming up to a gnome who oddly looks a little like Carabin. Before you take out your crossbow and fire, Isil, it hits your armor. It's like, pting!
I just got that clean too.
Now you know what it's like.
Oh no, I've been around Winley too long.
Okay, that's the creature's turn. Next up is Soliana, who is pissed and done, is going to cast Catapult on a stool at the creature in front of Tim.
I'm here, and it's magic.
Oh wait, yeah, no, that's in a line.
Why?
Well, you did just bust through the window. She can see the one out in front of you too. I think that, yeah. Catapult. Pew! Let's see. Can the creature dodge? No, it can't. It'll do 3d8 damage. You watch Isil as this urn just crashes into the head of this creature, snaps it all the way around. Meanwhile, let's see what a D100 does. An 82. Winley, your vision comes back as you are once again back from the visions this creature bestowed upon you, standing there in front of Isil. You look to see the source of the urn, and you look in to see Soliana, who's like, what? And as she does what, you see her hands swell to like massive fists. And she's like, wild.
And all of us face palm in unison.
That is Soliana. Isil, you're up.
The one in front of me dead?
Yes.
Excellent. I'm assuming one of them has got Jack, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Shit, not gonna be able to make it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can make it. You can pass through Winsley's square because you're not.
Okay, so I can get up to the creature.
Yeah.
You got javelins too, so worst case.
I just really prefer to use my sword. All right, I'll come running up and around the corner to get up in this thing's face and use my attacks on it.
Go ahead.
Steady. 24 hit.
20 to hit, yep.
And that is a 10 damage.
10 damage.
And second attack.
Sink your blade in.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Nice.
And then shield bash it to try and get it down onto the ground.
All right. Hoop. Oh, okay. Dirty 20.
17.
I rolled a 17. Sorry, I'm a little happy I'm rolling decently with the saving throws.
17. I rolled a 9.
Oh. So you get the 2 slashes in as it kind of backs up, and in its retreat a little bit, you swing wide and it continues to backstep away from your shield. Meanwhile, that is Isolt. Winley. Go ahead.
Okay. Winley is going to. Is the dragon the only source of spell plague that I see?
There are other moats floating around you. The closest one is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet, or 30 feet away, and about 10 feet off the ground.
Which direction could I go to be like far away from a spell plague?
If you head southward, there doesn't
Or can
seem
I-
to be much.
Is it possible for me to get into the house from the window that?
Oh yeah,
Isolt?
you could do that.
Okay. I think I want to do that just to give some cover. I don't know, like here.
Mhm.
And then she's just gonna say, "I'm sorry, guys, I have to," and she's gonna use channel divinity on herself.
Okay.
I can get me up to half of my HP. And can I see anyone else? I can see Tim.
You can see Tim and Solion.
Tim, are you
on the
damaged?
side.
Do you have any damage? Tim? No.
Tim's invulnerable. He can't be hurt.
Okay.
He was trying to jump out of a window.
Solion doesn't have any damage either.
Soliana, some damage from prior, but nothing in the battle so far.
Oh yeah, and I can't get her up. So I'm just gonna use. I can just use it for myself.
Okay. Boom. And you look back to see the moat, and you watch as it goes, floats a bit closer. Cool. Anything else, Winley?
Nope.
Come on, Jack. Don't be useless. Natural 1. It's on brand.
I was gonna say it's very appropriate for him.
Mm-hmm. It is. Just gonna take another crossbow bolt and sees you, Isolt, and fires. For a 2, rolled. Pa-ching! That is Jack. Next up, Tim.
Yeah, hacky hack.
Heck.
At its horrible face if I can. Okay, I'm gonna do my second attack. We're not even gonna talk. I did not roll a 1.
Good.
I rolled 1 away from a 1.
Okay.
Okay, and a 23 should hit, right?
Yes.
Okay, 14 damage.
14 damage. You cleave through. Actually,
Face? Did I get its face?
how would you like to?
Face. I'm getting rid of its face. Through the face. Through the face.
Through the face, you go straight into the dark mouth as you watch the blade just peel out the back, and then to the front and to the side, and it kind of just like sloughs off.
See, I didn't have to wiggle that one.
But for the moment, you all standing there, currently no other creatures standing about, their bodies littering the floor. And that's where we're going to take a break. See what happens with Inqua and Darjan and Haldir on the other side afterwards. But yeah, I don't know if the drawing has been made, but if you haven't entered yet, do that hashtag chaos in the chat. Yes, hashtag chaos in the chat. And you can enter win a Nord Games deck of your choice, physical copy if you're here in the US, and a PDF if you are elsewhere. I know a lot of folks here need a bio break. I'm sure you need a bio break, so we're going to sign off real quick and be back in the 7 to 10. Bye!
Oh,
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back. Thomas messed up. I had all this energy and now I don't. Kidding. It's back. So yeah, congratulations on coming back and welcome to Squeal the Bard for winning that Nord Games deck. Congratulations. Also because we want to keep the festivities going and some of y'all have joined us from far and wide, we're going to do another giveaway. So if you haven't already, I'm sure Thomas popped it in the chat, do hashtag chaos again, and we're going to give away a Birds of Paradise set. So type in that hashtag chaos. We'll let you know who wins real soon. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bam.
He is at the studio.
hey, Thomas. Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, hey. Yeah. Oh, can you fix this? Oh, yeah. Because that's how being in the studio is.
And Thomas is just giving you that judgmental glare from a distance.
Yeah. Exactly. What?
You get advantage on all diva rolls when you're in the studio.
Congratulations to Red Panda Cola.
Oh my god, that's adorable. Yay, Red Panda Cola.
Again, the dice from Birds of Paradise. So, yeah, I'm sure Thomas is reaching out to you right now to get that info so you can see the sparkly dice with your very own eyes.
Ooh.
Cool. So, let's get back into it. As you five at the town or city center eliminate these creatures, you take your breath, and then all of a sudden you hear a from the direction you all came.
I'm gonna look around, take stock, make sure everyone is back in their own right mind and able to be mobile, and be like, "We're going now, back." And just start I'm not taking the lead. I'm looking at I'm looking at Tim and be like, "Go," and herd the rest of them after him. You take the lead.
Trotting off.
Back.
Winley, I'm sorry. I just
And Winley's gonna run and do one last glance at her scarf. Just pout a little.
No. Poor thing.
Yeah. As you all begin to make your way back, we'll zoom back over to there. Inkwa and DJ, you were able to hide yourselves enough where you were just pushed back and slammed against some buildings, but otherwise okay. And where your hand held Factory, now there is a crumpled figure on the ground. And a little further away from that, behind you, you just see Haldir unmoving.
Inkwa's gonna throw. Is Factorio dead? I mean, I should just ask, or do we not know?
The very charred up mound is not moving.
All right.
Does Inkwa see Haldir on the ground, or no? Is he still?
With your passive, you have to take a moment to take stock, but then you gather information from one mound, and then you see another one which is elf-shaped and like your brother, but not breathing.
Inkwa drops this beelines to Haldir.
Mm-hmm. And you just see eyes wide, unmoving.
Haldir. He's gonna lean down, shake him a little bit.
No response.
Yeah, I'm going to stay back unless he calls me over. I'm just.
Inkwa is just going to sink into the ground remembering just literally seconds before he was embracing his brother in goop, but he was embracing his brother and realizing it was for the last time, will just let out a scream and a wail that's like he just can't. It's just he's so done.
When I hear
He's-
that, I'm going to come up behind him
Yeah,
and just put my hands on his shoulders and let him wail.
yeah, he's broken. He's broken at this moment.
You three hear that scream as you rush through the homes, slowly, progressively watching them get shorter and shorter until you're a good 500 feet out of the city center. It takes a little bit to find the specific alleyway they're in, but you see scorch marks all across the ground, up along the walls, a darkened mass at its center, and Darjan hovering over Inqua.
I'm going to, because I recognize that cry. I've heard that, not necessarily not from him, but I've heard that cry before. And step up quietly, kneel next to Inqua, and just gently like put my fingertips against Haldir's neck, just to check, just to be sure, just in
Medicine
case.
check.
Okay. Medicine. Ah. That is a 15.
You feel the faintest pulse.
Okay, then I'm going to immediately like put both hands on, like I'm gonna gently slip my arm under Inqua and put a hand on Haldir's shoulder and his stomach and just throw all of my lay on hands on him, all 25 points.
At which point you see one of the motes up above get dangerously close.
Worth it.
And through your tears, Inqua, you start to see your brothers just very slowly rise and fall and rise and fall.
Inkwood turns to Isolde, tears streaming down his face, and just not ignoring the moat, ignoring everything, and just looks at her and in Draconic says, "Thank you," and then just gives her a giant, like a huge embrace, like almost a painful embrace, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then we'll just do it twice even, and then push her back, and then go to his brother, to be with his brother, and just see how he's responding, if he's awake now, if he's coherent.
Mm-hmm. And a very shaky hand just comes up and grabs the side of your face, and in Elvish just says, "Brother, why are you crying?"
He will actually he'll chuckle at that. Well, in Elvish as well. Well, brother, you've died more times today than I care to admit. But you're still here.
I'm still here, little brother. I'm still here. Just gives you one of the pats that he always gives you on the top of the head when you were younger.
He's gonna lean underneath him, embrace him, and then sit him up.
Oh. Oh. Ow. That hurts.
Yeah, I that's what I get for being abrasive, I guess, right?
Ooh. Ah. Ooh. You remember that one time we had to hunt down an owlbear?
Mm, I do.
This hurts worse than that.
Inko, again through tears, will start laughing and having a moment with his brother. Inko will look back to the group, who I'm assuming Winley doesn't look too hot, but we'll look back to the group and just silently thank each and every one of them. It's just like a passing moment. It's just like a couple of seconds with each person, just for thank you for this unexpected reuniting with my brother. Thank you for being here, and thank you for not letting something else precious to me pass. You just kind of scan the group.
And when he, oh, go ahead. Sorry, I'm sorry, Winley.
Winley, like, by this time has tears streaming down her face and says, I have no idea what they're saying, but I can tell it's super sweet. Because once again, I think Winley's the only one who does not speak Elvish.
And when Inkwa's eyes meet mine, I'll say quietly, we need to get out of here. In the same language.
Yeah.
Inkwa, can you carry him?
Absolutely. Well, I think, brother, you can probably walk, right? This is nothing, right?
Absolutely nothing wrong. Though I might need your shoulder every now and then, just, you know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just like when we were kids.
You were always this taller one.
And then Inkwell will actually grab Haldir and kind of put him over his shoulder. Yeah, I know.
I can just, I can walk. Just let me. Oh God. Okay. Actually, Inkwell, this is hurting. This is hurting.
All right. I was trying to. I don't know what I was doing.
Were you burping him?
Kind of. It's a long story, Tim.
All right, I'll look over at Jack and be like, we need to get out of here.
And you see a face on Jack that is a bit pale and serious. And he's like, yes, let's go.
Well, being faced with your own mortality will do that. All right, now that we are collected again, I'll do the mom salt head count to make sure everyone's up and moving, and then realize that Inkwa's not doing so great either, and just like, son of a bitch.
I will say Inkwa is literally, like, when he held up Haldir on his shoulder, he kind of like, ugh. They're pretty much like, they look like two drunk frat boys walking right now, trying to help each other get back to the car.
All right, so like. I'll look to Winley and Darjan and say, can you help them?
We feel safe?
No, just to help support them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, of course.
And as you issue this command, Assault, you feel your eye just, and you all watch as the shimmering of Assault just kind of dissipates as you finally take in the fact that Assault looked a little different just a moment ago.
Oh,
Argent sword, huh?
I couldn't notice it past the eye, but
all right, let's make haste, get out of here. We can talk about glowing and third eyes later when we're safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But seriously, a soul can resurrect people now? What?
That wasn't resurrection. He wasn't dead. He was very close, but he wasn't dead.
Could have fooled me.
Hey, let's go.
He was only mostly dead.
It's only mostly dead.
I just watched that movie again.
Yes.
Oh, just okay. I heard again and
again. No, I've seen it many times.
Okay. But But yeah, as you begin to walk, you realize there's a momentary sound of knuckles dragging against the ground before Soliana's hands finally return
Oh,
to their normal size.
Yeah, but I'm keeping a close eye on Soliana and Jack in particular. Jack in his special because he looks. I'm a little worried about him.
Yeah. Soliana is still decently chipper. Not like, but,
uh-huh.
absorbing the gravity of things, getting a move on, but doesn't seem to be down. Jack isn't taking lead at this point. He actually seems to be near the back.
I was gonna say before we even go, like as we're kind of getting up, Ink was actually gonna tell DJ, not secretly or anything. It was like, hey Dojo, do you mind? I didn't really get a chance to make sure Factore was,
Yeah. No,
I haven't even come around at that Factore.
that's Factore. She did this and that.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
No,
kind of went
I'll
everything.
I'll stay here with him. You go. You make sure. See if there's anything left of the
Oh, no,
mechanics.
do you mind? Do you mind? As he's like kind of gripping his bloody back, and like just keeping his. Do you mind checking out the?
No, I
be
will.
careful for more of those.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's do it. I'm gonna find a stick or something that is pointy, that's longer. I guess I could use my rapier, but I didn't want to get it dirty.
You find a stalk of a mushroom that is pretty firm. Yeah.
Good.
Snap it off with stem.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to the blackened thing.
And you poke it. It doesn't move.
Is there any metal left? I mean, if I
You look at Factore, and some of the metal bits, as you were walking back, you noticed some of it was in Haldir and some a little bit in you. But the large chunk of it, her bolts, her crossbow, her leg system, they all seem to be mangled and twisted in the sudden heat and pressure of this explosion that she
created.
Yeah.
So, and I poke it enough that it spreads out a little bit, so I'm not missing something,
Make an investigation check.
Thank you. 15.
Poke around a bit. You do find a little, how should I say, as you investigate around, probably what would have been like the inner portion of her cloak, a pouch that seems to be unscathed.
Does it have a link on it or something I can get the mushroom in?
With the mushroom's a little on the thick side. It is, while the pouch itself seems to be pretty unburnt, it is within all these folds of flesh and fabric and metal.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get it out before I touch it. Glove. And I'm going to pick it up.
You pick it up, and yeah, oddly enough, there is no char marks or any damage to this pouch.
Okay, that seems pretty unlikely for something like this. I will the rest of it, I mean, it looks like she's gone. So I will go back to the group and I will show them the pouch, and we might want to just deal with this. No, actually, I'll wait until we get out farther so people aren't trying to look at it and gather around. I'll make sure I say, she's gone. Let's go.
All right.
Not to leave empty-handed, but I'm snagging some of those mushrooms for dinner. Around in the area.
And some of them are very familiar to you as you saw them in No One Guard, but larger in the sense they're as large as your head.
You can carry one.
Parasol.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
All right, I'll look at Tim and be like, you on point or me on point?
I'll take point.
All right.
You watch them.
I'll watch over them.
Do you need some help, Inqua? You want to lean on me a little?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
As he's
I'll just-
picking pieces of metal out of his
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I guess which way do y'all head?
So I remember from last time that I saw a path that led out, what I think would be out from where we were, that led to the center of town around the dragon and towards a possible out. And I'm gonna aim us in that direction.
Okay. So you're heading back to town center and then going through, or?
I mean, I think we want to give that as much of a loop as we can, but
Okay.
keeping a very sharp ear and eye out for any more of those creatures, because I don't imagine there were only 5.
Yeah. Are y'all going stealthily at this point or just walking through?
I think we don't have time to be stealthy.
yeah,
Let's
I
go.
don't think it can be stealthy.
Okay.
I'm trying not to be loud, but
Right.
Yeah. I'm not singing.
Moving at a regular pace, but making no particular effort to be silent.
Okay.
well, I'm on point. Should I try to at least put an effort? Should I roll some dice?
If you would like to be stealthy, you may. But that means the rest of the party will be like if you are taking point, the rest of the party will be going half speed as well.
Oh, never mind then.
That's my concern, because if
Go.
we stealthily, then we move slower, and I want us
Good
out.
plank.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Roll a perception check. All right, whoever's taking point, looking out to make sure.
Oh, thank goodness. I think that's a 23. That is a 23.
Nice. Okay. So you guys begin to make your way through Irithimble, weaving in and out, keeping your eyes out, keeping your ears open. And occasionally, if you look upwards, you may see some of the skittering like fleas up in the stalagmites or stalactites. God, every time. Stalactites, they hold tight. The stalactites.
Yeah, we go through the middle, right?
Are y'all gonna go past the dragon?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
as you
I don't want to risk that, but close.
so you go through and you all are getting closer to this larger central pyre. And as you weave through Inqua, as you're passing by building after building, you see at the base of this pyre, the lolled out tongue, the massive head of an ancient golden dragon.
His eyes are going to start to get deep blue when he sees a dragon. Do I recognize it from anything in the past?
History check.
Mm-hmm. Nat 20.
For a total of.
Oh, ooh. Yes. Nothing. Just a nat 20. Not very good at history. Yeah. Nice.
You have heard a tale, possibly from some wandering bard, or one day you were within a tavern of a golden dragon by the name of Palantar, who would roam the Sword Peaks and particularly protect those who were traveling within its region. And Palantar would be a clever golden dragon. He wouldn't just walk around in dragon form being like, stop doing bad stuff over here. He would use magic to transform himself into a measly old man. At which point, when he would confront aggressors, he would surprise them with his sudden strength and agility. He was a bit of a trickster. But then suddenly, seemingly out of nowhere, the tales of Palantir stopped. No one at all ever seen him, witnessed him ever again.
Was Palantir a positive tale, or like a negative? Like, or is there good or bad? I guess.
A positive
Whatever.
tale. He always helps people.
Hmm. Oh.
But yeah, the negative part is, for some reason, he just stopped, and people wondered if he was done with the lands of humanoids and moved on to elsewhere, or decided it wasn't worth his time anymore.
Inkwell will very briefly share this with the group as they're kind of walking past. But as we're walking past, can we see? Because it sounds like the magic is enveloping him. Do we see if it's stemming from like any particular part of the dragon?
Do you get closer is the question.
I would, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So you all walk, and
Well,
you see...
I would. Maybe not everyone else.
Oh.
Like, as he's telling the story, maybe we're like, yeah, there was a tale of a really... And then he'll, like, start walking towards... Not...
Especially with how bad he's looking, Isolde is not letting him out of her sight. So,
Right.
Yeah.
like, guiding all of the little chickens along to be like, okay, we're gonna get close enough to have a look, and
Sure.
then going.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Not touching it, or not, getting near the fire, but definitely want to see...
And you get to the edge of this town center, flanked by two buildings, essentially in a bit of a passageway, an alleyway, if you will. And you look, and the flame, very much like the scarf that you all see off to the side, which is surprisingly no longer a flame.
Get your scarf.
Probably ate all of the magic.
Yeah, still got the scarf.
Yeah. As soon as Winley sees that it's no longer a flame, she will cautiously go up to the scarf to try to retrieve it.
I'll pass her one of my javelins as she's walking that way to be like, here, poke it with.
Yeah. So she'll poke it a little, make sure.
Mm-hmm. You poke it a little bit. Doesn't move. Doesn't do anything.
Don't see any flames in any pockets.
Nope.
She's gonna do the like you do.
You touch it, and it's that nice soft silk fabric.
Okay. Yep. She'll scoop it up
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like put up to her face.
Oh.
Yeah. And Ingwa, as you look at the dragon, it is still engulfed in flame, and it doesn't seem to have a central point, but none of the flesh, none of the bones, almost as if preserved because of its current predicament. It's not like sloughing off, it's not like rotting away, but it doesn't seem to have, like, if you're like, oh, if it's in the tail or the head or the heart, it just seems to be all consuming at this point.
And Palantir is dead. Cool. Moving on.
All right, off we go.
Guys, I got my scarf back.
Oh God.
Nice.
That's great, Winley.
Oh yeah, you guys weren't here. I lost it because the spell plague fire was eating it up. But it's out now.
Yeah, it's
When we
not
were fighting, we pointed all the bodies of the horrible things.
The fire probably devoured the magic of it. I wouldn't try flying with it unless your feet.
Okay.
It might be able to be re-enchanted at some point, but right now I don't think it's anything but a pretty a pretty bit of silk.
That will just have to do, and she'll toss it over Nick.
Tim.
Oh,
Oh.
No, I decline. No.
As you were looking about, keeping an eye out for things, you looked a bit upward.
No, you stay back.
And maybe because of the flames, the way they were roiling, or the way it secured itself on one of the columns, you see a bit of texture on the rock that is more ridged, more scaly. And you see two blue eyes staring down at your group.
I try to act like I didn't notice it. Guys,
what?
kind of tilting my head up to the thing. And my sword's out.
My eyes up to look at what he's indicating.
Getting an arrow out and putting it down.
Yeah,
but
the
watch-
sword's out. I'm get ready.
You all look up.
Mhm.
And in that unified movement of looking upwards, you see a bit of a twitch of the head, slight unfurling of the wings, and a wide smile cracking across his scaly face. One of those eyes, a little milky in comparison,
Is it Adalia?
as landing in the town square next to you, a little off to the side from the massive pyre, but staring and smiling, looking much more scarred than the first time you saw him. Cryovain smiles at you all. Even amongst this filth, gives a head nod to Palantar. I could still smell your stench. Giving pointed eyes to Inqua.
Ingua's eyes are just getting deeper and deeper and deeper in blue.
So, it has been some time. What have you all been up to?
Can I ask, just for purposes, what are our Jack and our Soliana?
Jack and
Just because we've
Soliana?
experienced this before, they have not. And Haldir, I'm just curious what they're.
Yeah. Haldir is a little on, not a little, very. His soft jovial nature rarely ever gives way. And you see him just as best as he can, putting on the front and very serious eyes. Jack is he's not necessarily afraid, but it's a mixture of emotions of fear, but also his eyes are still a little distant. And Soliana is just mix of fear, mix of awe, mix of excitement. Just kind of like twitching is like, do I grab my wand? Do I grab my book? Which one do I do? And she's like, going like side to side on her hips, like which fanny pack should I open?
She says the word wild, I will punch her.
Oh, just how far away is Cryovane from us?
He's a good 90 feet away.
Away.
You see him kind of prowling just a bit, like a panther, just slowly circling around the flame.
So, you're saying that if I was to double move an expeditious retreat, I would make it to him?
Yes, but you wouldn't have any actions.
I don't. Should I apologize in advance to everyone else in the group?
Let's.
Because I know what Tim would do right now.
Yep, do it.
Yep,
we
do
played
it.
the character. We
Do it.
definitely all have been doing it.
Yeah, this is. I mean, with everything going on, if he's gonna die here, he's gonna take Cryovane out with him.
All right.
He just lets out a howl and he goes.
Yeah.
Now, do you yell something before running? Because if that's going to dictate, I feel all the rest. of
Not
it.
intelligible.
But you make a noise.
We've
Sorry,
all,
go ahead, Ren. Sorry.
we've all seen his reaction whenever Cryovane comes up. He is single-minded about this, and I
Yeah.
think
Yeah. We would know.
we would know.
Sweet Jesus. Okay.
Oh crap.
So here comes the DM saying, "Why are they attacking a dragon?" when
It's like,
But it's
oh
true.
crap.
It's
Okay.
true.
Yeah.
It's a character.
Okay.
Honestly, this is not.
This
is
is fine.
But that also does mean that he's casting a first level spell to get there.
There's that.
Okay. So as he's chuckling, Tim, spurred on
You son of a gun!
by his presence, roll a D100 for me, please.
4.
4. Ooh, that's pretty low. What?
Things get more
What
extreme
the
at the.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hopefully, it'll say, "If any dragons are present, they instantly die."
Oh, that'd be instant dragon death. Game over.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
What? What?
So you cast this spell and you all watch as quicker than normal, Tim just sprinting off towards Cryovane. And as you run through, you see a faint being pass by. And another. And another. And you blink your eyes a couple times and this entire town square seems to be filled with shades of gnomes just walking back and forth. And do you continue to charge to Cryovane with this new visual stimuli?
Focus, go.
You charge through, Wisp just like poof, passing by. You're like, you look back and you see one poof past you and reform. But you continue to run through towards Cryovane and you get up to him. And at which point, Cryovane.
It's like, oh, you're here.
Yeah, you charge up to him and he's like, and just spins around and swats you with his tail. Yeah, that's a 26.
26 would definitely hit me.
Okay. Ba-ba. Okay. Oh wait, where's my other D? Where did my D8s go? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Stupid.
Wow, I rolled Jack. I rolled Jack, but like I rolled really bad. 11 damage. And you watch as Tim just gets smacked away.
Do I actually get smacked away, or?
Is there a saving throw for that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, saving throw for me, please. Strength.
Frick, I'm already trying to do math, and this is so much math. Above 20? Can we just
Okay, above 20.
above 20?
Boom! You get smacked upside the head as this tail, massive tail, almost knocks you off your feet and towards the fire, but you are able to stand firm.
Just grab onto the tail so I don't get.
Yep.
Okay.
You're gonna keep going, bro?
Oh yeah. Tim's doing that. What? He's single-minded.
Tim.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I said I was sorry. I gave the apologies.
Second attack?
Oh wait, you can't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Expeditious retreat.
I'm
next to
drawing.
the
I'm
fire.
drawing spell plague towards me.
Yeah.
And towards the dragon.
Wisdom saving throw for me, please, too.
16 for the wisdom saving throw. What else do you need me to do?
That was it. One of the flames licks out towards Tim when you cast Expeditious Retreat.
But he's got the speed.
He's got the speed. But yeah, you all see Tim rush over. That's 6 seconds. Anyone else gonna do anything?
We're in this. I'm going to look at the others and say, we're in this now.
Yeah. Inqua will turn to Haldir, half joking, half serious, and be like, brother, are you ready to die again?
No.
All right.
Looks over to the dragon and you see hard eyes across his face.
Heart eyes?
Hard eyes.
Oh. Konnichiwa. Hello. Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all doing this?
Once I verify that the others are with me, I'm going to take off running to back up Tim, and I want to try
Just
to
watch him bat Tim around for a while and be like, he'll go away after this.
He's like a cat with a toy, but I do want to try and loop around Cryovane so that Cryovane is between me and the spell plague.
Okay. Excellent. Well,
We run.
When are you going to learn to not drop a dragon on us if you don't want us to fight it?
Yeah.
What did you think was going to happen? You should have said 120 feet. Always say 120 feet away.
you know, I'm an actor. Thought I was gonna be able to monologue once, but nah.
Aw.
It's
This is-
okay.
This is the rat.
He can
I love
still.
it.
He still has time to talk. He still
Yeah,
has time
well,
to talk.
While he's smacking us with his tail. Yeah.
We'll
Oh.
see what he says next time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Let's see what happens.
Sorry.
When are you going to learn, James?
Oh man.
all right. Next time. Next time.
Next
you can
time.
try to run, but I'm going to let you know that I'm going to use the cards to keep him there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, the
With
Patreon
y'all
people are gonna get
battered
to-
and bruised.
This is the first time Tim's taken damage.
And to be fair, Assault hasn't taken much either.
Okay.
And Ink was
All right.
dead. So
So yeah.
I'm sorry.
it's okay. No, this is going to be fun. He
Yeah.
will be hiding in buildings.
Yeah, take
All
cover.
right.
All right,
All right.
let's see what happens. But next time, till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Congratulations to Red Cola Panda?
That was one of them.
Red Panda Cola.
William.
Red Panda Cola and Squeal the Bard for winning the giveaways. Thank you to Slightly Tove, Duke Fleeg, Hefner, and Moose 1227. Yeah. I think that was it. Yeah. Thank you all so much for donating bits. Thank you to our Patreons. Thank you to Sim Ogre for gifting the 2 changes of fate, as well as Sim Ogre gave 1 change of fate, Duke Fleeg 2 changes of fate to y'all. Thank you all so much for your donations. They will need it. Cool.
on.
So, again, stay safe, stay healthy. I'm gonna figure out what to do with the fucking dragon, and see you next time. Bye.